So, there's a mom and a dad, and they're shocked by their son's new appearance. He's Hitler now. And he's got a shirt that says, "I heart Hamas." And the dad says, "Son, your mother and I are concerned about how college has changed you." So, we now live in a fucking time so ridiculous, so fucking stupid, so bereft of anything like a goddamn scintilla of reason, that the students who are protesting a genocide are being compared to Hitler. You following that? We're against genocide. We're against genocide. Well, what are you, Adolf Hitler or something? Why? It is my job to look at shit like this and to tell you why it's dumb, but like, how can I even fucking possibly do it when why it's dumb is baked right into the premise? Students against genocide are being compared to a guy who committed genocide. Huh? Here's what I said. Okay. Here's my reaction. Ha! 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 Someone went to college, probably went to art school. They learned how to draw. They learned how to draw political cartoons. And they sat down with that skill and they drew this scene right here. Mom and dad, and the son is Hitler. And they made the point that any student currently protesting against the genocide, the ethnic cleansing going on in Palestine, anyone who holds that position is Hitler. He drew it. He looked at it. He said to himself, "Yup, that's good." He sent it to his publisher. They published it. People saw it. People agreed with it. They're like, "Yeah, that's a good point." You share that around. The human race is f***ing embarrassing. It really is. You know, people want me to be embarrassed. Because there's video out there of me taking a fucking banana, shoving it in my ass. There's video out there of me covering my balls in oil and being like, because it was hot, you know, hot oil. They think I should be embarrassed about that to this day. And I'm not. I'm just not. Because to me, this is what's fucking embarrassing. Being so fucking stupid that you would compare anti-genocide protesters to Hitler and put that out there into the world, and that people would fucking honestly look at it, evaluate it, and fucking decide, yeah, this is a good, solid, cogent goddamn argument, and we stand behind it. Okay. Well, someone ought to stand behind you and push you off a fucking cliff.
Hey, if you like this clip, you might like the full stream, which I do every Sunday, more or less, over on the Pessimist Productions Patreon, link down below. Thank you kindly.
Father reading a story to his daughter. Once upon a time in the land of Hyperborea, a proud Viking race lived in peace for 1,000 years. 1,000 years? How'd they do that? Strict immigration laws. All right. Once again, a few little things I have to say about this. First of all, Vikings never wore the stupid helmets with the fucking spikies on them. That's the first thing. The second thing, maybe a little bit more important thing. This comic was drawn by a Japanese guy who doesn't live in Japan. So, you know, this is yet another example, much like Ion Hersey Ali, of a person who has left their, their homeland of origin and come to the West and been very successful, that then turns around and says, why are we letting in all these damn immigrants? And third of all, as some people in the chat are already starting to point out, Vikings were not f***ing peaceful. Are you insane? Viking is literally synonymous with raping and pillaging. They were not f***ing peaceful. Fourth of all, while Vikings were obviously cognizant of their own cultural origins and traditions and stuff, there was plenty of times when Vikings interbred with people from other lands. Plenty of times where Vikings settled in other lands and adapted to other cultures. So yeah, this is, I mean, it's just wrong on 1,000 levels, or at least 4, 4 big ones. Thank God. This next one, not too bad compared to the others, but it does kind of just bring one little thought bubbling to the surface of my mind, which is this. So someone posted a meme of SpongeBob. Patrick is schools. SpongeBob is students. And diversity, equity, inclusion is a big old pumpkin. There's no way that diversity, equity, inclusion pumpkin is going to fit in that little tiny funnel. It's bigger than SpongeBob himself. They're really trying to shove this diversity, equity, inclusion stuff down our throats, you guys. But who cares about this meme? This meme is fucking dumb as horse shit. But what's funny is Elon Musk, the richest man in the world or second richest man in the world, depending on the day. Haha, actually true, 100%. Remember a time when people actually used to think this guy was intelligent? Remember a time when people actually used to take Elon Musk seriously? What a horrible time that was. And I'm glad we've all moved past it. But TJ, we haven't all moved past it. There's still a bunch of people that think he's really smart.
Oh. Well, in that case... So this next one will actually require a little bit of explanation for those of you who are not terminally online. And even I don't know a whole hell of a lot about the situation, so I might get some details wrong. But apparently, very recently, we had one of these things where people say a bunch of nonsense, and somehow we label it a discourse. Can we start just calling these things like symposiums or something? Like someone literally like, you know, if you had to eat a bucket of shit or shoot your fucking dick off, which would you do?
Wow, the latest symposium. The latest discourse.
But anyway, there was a discourse recently. And the discourse was, you're a woman. You're a woman. You got some fucking big, fat, juicy, supple titties and a big, jiggly ass. That wasn't actually part of the discourse. I'm adding that because I'm a fucking pervert, but whatever. You're a woman. You're walking through the woods. And you come upon one of two things: a man or a bear. Which one would you rather come across? And a bunch of women were like, I would much rather come across the bear than the man, because men are rape-thirsty savages. And to be fair, a lot of them are. There's a good solid chunk of men that are creepy, weird, men that just want to grab those giant fucking titties and just, I wouldn't know nothing about that. And apparently everyone lost their shit with all the feministy SJW types going, men are actually much more dangerous than bears. And all the men being like, no, we're not. That's bullshit, you fucking stupid cunt. You're way more likely to get killed by a bear than a man. I don't know why what your problem with men is, you stupid whore. So here's the meme based on this discourse. I'm glad I'm stuck with you instead of a man, tee-hee. And then he mauls the fucking out of her. Which, I mean, I could point out that it's not like a bear that drew this comic. It's not a bear that's sitting around fantasizing about a hypothetical woman being ripped apart. It's a guy. So that really kind of, I feel like, counteracts the message of the comic a little bit. But here's the fucking thing. We got Princess Saw right here in the chat doing it now. For the record, I would take my chance with the bear. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. This is one of those things where everyone wants to grandstand in the hypothetical. But if I present you with the reality of the situation, all right, cage number 1, there's a bear. Cage number 2, there's just some dude. Where are you gonna go? Ain't no fucking way any woman that doesn't have a death wish is gonna be like, I'll take my chances with the bear, thank you very much. No, you wouldn't, you lying motherfucker. Some bear. Now, maybe if it's a trained bear, if it's like a bear that knows humans and is like friendly and stuff, like the bear likes to play just a big doggy. And you see, oh, yeah, it's a nice bear. But if it's any sort of just random ass wild bear, you're dead. That motherfucker's gonna kill you 100%.
No, you haven't been around bears. They mind their business for the most part. I have seen plenty of goddamn videos on the internet to the goddamn contrary. I have seen dudes bicycling down bicycle paths, then a fucking bear shows up and is like, "Rah, motherfucker," and that motherfucker gotta get the fuck out of there. I've seen bears chase people up trees, chase people up mountainsides. Now, sometimes you can scare the bear away. Go, "Ah, fuck you, bear!" Ah! And the bear might be like, "Oh, shit, I don't know what the bat's about." But if you get a brazen enough bear, that motherfucker might be just like, "He's fucking full of shit. He's all fucking hot air. I'm gonna eat this motherfucker." Ah! I saw Grizzly Man, okay? That motherfucker thought like he had a, "Well, man, the bears and me, you know." He lived with them. He hung around him like, "This, I named them. This one's Betsy and that one's Franklin. And oh, wow." And then he got eaten by a fucking bear. You know? And he was around how many bears? Probably like a couple dozen. I've been around, you know, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, probably millions in my lifetime of humans. None of them have killed me. Not yet. Could happen, but I mean, the track record's pretty good so far. I don't know. I just don't think your average dude is all that scary, but then again, I'm coming at it from a position of privilege. Because I'm a big old strong, well, somewhat strong, based pretty much only on my size. 6'6" strong man. Oh yeah, look at my muscles. They just bulge and ripple from my shirt. Oh, look at it. My shirt's ripping just from my sheer muscle. Okay.